everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Packers going up against the Vikings. With that, we'll send you up to Minneapolis with our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, in 2 years' time, it will host Super Bowl 52. You get a look inside the impressive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. 2 clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Bridgewater on first down. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he's brought down after a good gain. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Vikings. First carry for Latavius Murray. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a Minnesota first down. So a fantastic effort by Murray, a kid born in Orlando, went to high school in New York, but came back to Orlando to go to Central Florida. You're from Orlando, Mr. Davis.
Yes, I am, and actually grew up in New York State as well, so I knew I liked this young man. And the stock and trade for him, speed. Give him some open space, and he can blaze a trail.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make him more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
10 yards still left on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Kyler Fackrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, and right away, he lost the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come up in an offset eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
This is taken around the 12. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT. Try to lay one up deep. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
2nd down, 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go! 1-9!
On the direct snap, Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards.
Tiger! 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 Let's go! Tiger! Tiger! Set!
They go with Murray again. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Get ready!
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go!
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 76 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Set to return. This is Jeff Janis. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A first-time Pro Bowler a year ago, Everson Griffin, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. From midfield, here's Rodgers. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They've got his man complete. They give him a gain of 37. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And quickly, they get to the line.
Let's go.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, Bridgewater out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 3. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out with one back, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Teddy Bridgewater as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing is Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They come out here in the eye. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
3rd inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
On first down, Murray fighting through, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now it's Janice. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the left. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Everson Griffin in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. A run, it's Murray. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Forbath will put this one through, and that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Kendricks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And the offense now. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. We've got a 3rd and 11. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Again, it's Murray. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd and goal. There's still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And he'll bang that one through. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game. But here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So congratulations, my friend, to the Vikings. Winners at their first ever regular season game at US Bank Stadium.
How about that? They've been waiting for this for a little while now, because remember, they were displaced in a sense, had to play at the college stadium for a while, but now they have their home back, and boy, is it a beauty.
So for Minnesota, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. For us, for my part.